Top 8 foods that seem unhealthy, but are actually healthy. Be prepared for a meal of surprises. Although the following food is considered healthy, eat all of these presented foods in moderation. No food is perfect without risks, but these foods rather protect your body than harm it. Let's begin. Milk chocolate. Often considered as an unhealthy treat, and many do not know that if it isn't too high in sugar and other unhealthy ingredients, but even so, it still contains trace amounts of sugar. This food can really boost your heart health. It might be sweet, but it has more benefits than risks overall. Make sure to buy a tasty chocolate without high amounts of fat. Also, do not buy white chocolate, because it is much more sugary and processed. Barbecue. Barbecue is a lovely and yummy tomato-based condiment. It contains vitamins and minerals in medium to high amounts. It has some sugar, but usually it doesn't contain too much of it. Therefore, it is also beneficial for weight loss. Maple syrup and homemade pancakes. Maple syrup is one of the healthiest spreads on earth, coming to you straight from nature. Found as a healthy sugary spread, and especially in Canada, this natural sweet tooth doesn't bite the hand that it feeds. Maple syrup, which is fully natural, contains lots of fiber, which is essential for the cells and organs in medium to high amounts per day. It is also rich in a healthy sugar called fructose. Despite people often fearing it might complicate your healthy lifestyle, fructose is a good sugar, and therefore, this maple syrup is a blessing for your body and health. It is not a curse. Fructose activated your cells with oxygen, and this leads to most of your organs functioning and not collapsing, along with your good sugar levels and your entire health, and then your life. Fructose also feeds your liver with necessary fuel to function. The liver needs nearly 70 grams of fructose from nature to work properly and not succumb into dark diseases. The pancakes are a source of glucose if made with brown flour, and healthy add-ons like blueberries, which are rich in fructose and the healthiest of all foods. Other healthy stuff added to a pancake are oatmeal, eggs for its creamy texture, raisins, and honey. Coffee. Coffee is maybe high in caffeine, and you maybe add to it some sugar. But drinking it in moderation is far from being an unhealthy treat. Coffee contains caffeine, which in smaller amounts, it is very good for your heart and brain. It also improves your focus and memory. When you don't want to drink caffeine, some decaf can solve that for you. Coffee is also rich in vitamins and minerals, which help your body function, proper metabolism, and immunity to disease. Vitamins in code are specifically essential for your genetic health and hormone balance. Protein shakes. Protein shakes are full of milk, which contains lactose, protein, and lots of calcium and iron. While the bars are full of white sugar, the shakes are primarily made of skim milk, protein from nature, and lactose in healthy portions. Lactose is a sugar dominating in milk, and it repairs your muscle and bone, as it also boosts the immune system functioning. Without lactose, a person will usually succumb into hypoglycemia or have a body with no power, leading organs and cells to all collapse. With missing lactose, a human can also catch much deadlier diseases as his immunity becomes weaker within time. Your body needs a relatively high amount of protein every day. Protein is essential for body repairing, immune function, memory, brain health, and eyesight. Ketchup. An infamous unhealthy criminal scapegoat without a charge. But with common sense, many still accuse him. Here is a surprise. Eating ketchup moderately is a perfect boost for health. It usually only has about 5 grams of white sugar per sandwich, as science remarks that up to 30 grams of added sugars per day are safe for most people. Ketchup is in fact rich with glucose. Glucose from tomatoes is essential in any form that does not exceed almost all of the daily sugar intake limit. Glucose is a healthy sugar which helps your blood flow and your insulin and cells to function to prevent organ-related issues. Overall, ketchup must not be feared because health foods can include tiny portions of infamously bad ingredients, which you can still enjoy in smaller portions. Ketchup also contains a nice amount of fiber and a high quantity of antioxidants, which can help fight disease and problematic bacteria. Smoothies. Smoothies contain much more than vitamins, minerals, healthy sugars, natural starch, and liquid. Smoothies are very high in fiber. When someone squeezes a fruit, the fiber multiplies itself, leading lots of fiber straight into your cup of natural fruit juice. The fructose also multiplies and makes it better than the fruit itself for overall health. These quantities of fiber promise you a long, healthy, and really fun life to live it once and for so many happy years. Smoothies also contain more than 1 or 2 fruits, as the mixture of many fruits adds new ingredients as well as lots of natural fibers. Honey. Honey has a lot of antioxidants and quite a high amount of fructose and vitamins, which are a massive boost of health and life in the area of your heart and bloodstream. These stuff are also perfectly healthy for the brain. Honey is very famous also for its potassium levels. All honey types are very packed with potassium, which is very important at this dose of a honey toast for your organs, bones, brain, lungs, bloodstream, cellular health, and liver. Honey nectar contains the best natural colorings on Earth, which are even more health-boosting than lactose and glucose, according to science.